Hey there, everybody. It's late night, August 15th, 16th? All right, 16th, 2012. It's fucking Shark Week, and it's optional bosses. All right, so I'm Kyle Neely.
Mark Blasdell, a.k.a. Buffalo Biggs.
Cool. I'm gonna try and just use this podcast to talk about a new format they're going to be doing for the website and everything like that, and then we're gonna kind of do a proxy convo on a shared game that we both like. But anyways, the new format we're gonna do is we're gonna try and cut the fat off these 1 hour, sometimes even an hour and a half long, podcasts or whatever. Because if you're like me, I'm juggling 3-4 hour or 2 to 3 hour podcasts all the time. So I need to, make these a little shorter. So 15 minutes is what we're going to shoot for every single time. And we'll do daily episodes. And it'll be sick, because it'll be something new every day. We'll work segments in there somehow or whatever. But it'll be good. And like I said, I'm going to cut a little bit back on the news and stuff like that. If you're a gamer, you're probably already up to date on the news and everything. It gives me more time to work on my side projects and everything while I'm doing my real job stuff. All right, so I'm just going to talk about maybe a few games that I'm playing right now, and then we're going to go right into what Mark's playing, and then pretty much just stick on that for the rest of the time. But we're all indoors right now, hiding from the chemicals that are being sprayed down upon us right now because we're in high alert for West Nile virus, right?
Absolutely crazy.
You just told me about this. Your mom just literally called you.
Said don't go outside.
Don't go outside.
Because they say not to breathe this stuff in.
Then they're spraying it everywhere. I didn't even get this news. My mom didn't tell me.
All over the city. It's just like...
So if I was out right now partying or at some kind of field rave or something,
exactly.
You would be, I don't know, dead. Or have super West Nile, I'm not sure. But that's crazy. So we're indoors. We're doing this. We're safe. It's not the end of the world yet, but... Anyways, so what I've been playing lately, a little PSP Vita game that came out, and it's called Sound Shapes, and it's just like a little tiny platformer or whatever, but it's all based off of music and stuff. And
kind of like Patapon?
Yeah, very much so, actually. So whenever you bounce on something, it makes a sound and it kind of generates part of the music, and the music unfolds more as you go through the stages. And the music's done by people like Deadmau5 or Deadmau5 or whatever, and a bunch of other famous artists as well. And they're all drawn in different aesthetics from different indie artists as well and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I've been enjoying the game a lot. The Vita's got jack for shit on it, so...
Which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, but man, dude, there's...
huge promise for a console.
So much...
portable console.
There's so much shit that just, got dropped at Gamescom, though, this week. Just, today and yesterday. Well, they're saying the Need for Speed Most Wanted game, that's going to be on the Vita, is going to be the exact same game that's on the PS3 and Xbox. It's in your... Why would I even get it on a console?
Right.
You know what I mean?
But, they need to get working on putting a lot more of the old library in these portable consoles.
That's another thing. August 28th, PlayStation 1 games are going to start to become playable on the PlayStation Vita, but only a few at a time. And the first few is your favorite game, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's just why
Resident Evil will be on there.
Stuff ready for you when the console's there?
I don't know. I think they just pushed it out too fast. Yeah, I think they wanted to get it in everybody's hands too fast.
I think that's probably what it was. They need a...
They had kind of a strong launch, though. They had a pretty good game. Uncharted. Yeah. I had a really great time with that Uncharted game.
Yeah.
And then they had Marvel vs. Capcom, if that's your thing. They had that Dynasty Warriors game, which I'm a total sucker for, and that game was awesome. But
I don't know. I feel like the retro
Luminous
games are just perfect for
handheld,
gaming.
Right? And JRPGs are perfect for handheld gaming.
Everything we grew up playing.
Exactly. There's a nostalgic, and I just remember hiding in Sunday school because I was raised Catholic because my parents didn't love me. But anyways, I just remember hiding my Game Boy behind Bibles and stuff like that, and just hiding that thing everywhere. There's something nostalgic about a handheld game, playing retro games on a handheld system and stuff like that.
I used to do that in church with the Neo Geo. Play King of Fighters all the time.
Hell yeah, you gotta get that dexterity on.
Yep. Well,
cool. That Sound Shapes game is awesome. But yeah, the big game though I've been playing. Well, first off, let me just touch on one game that I don't think I've talked to you about at all. It's called Spec Ops: The Line. So I've been playing this game and I beat it just recently, and it's this really epic third-person shooter or whatever. and it's very generic in that sense. And it takes place in Dubai, and like a sandstorm comes or whatever. And it's really, really cool because you're going in there and you're trying to figure out why this battalion of army people are still there and you didn't evacuate. Well, they've like tried to build a utopia there and try to save these civilians, but they're all trapped by this storm wall, this huge storm, dust storm or whatever. And you go in there, and I don't want to spoil the game for you, man, but like it is, because like it'll go on sale real soon, I'm sure, because these games usually do. They don't have they don't have a high shelf life. This story is amazing, man. Like it's Heart of Darkness. It's Apocalypse Now. It's that like going into the psyche of a soldier as you're questioning your morality while you're killing your statesmen who, they may have abandoned their post, but just the other day, you know, they were your countrymen.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's deep.
That's pretty cool.
Way deep. Like the story was amazing. It's a must play. Everyone should play it. Gamefly it. Whatever.
Good.
Okay, so the real game that I've been playing, though, just this week, and I stayed up the last 2 nights in a row playing it, and I still haven't beat it, you know, just pouring lots of hours in this game, almost becoming late to work, and that's Sleeping Dogs, and it's on. It's what it is. It's fucking on. Great story. Amazing story. All the mechanics are as dream-worthy as we thought they were, because I know you were really excited about the game also.
Yeah.
Super fucking amazing. Just really amazing how good that game is. The fighting is really good. You know how there's no real guns like in China. Like this is America. Guns are not like this anywhere else. You know, so like there's not a lot of guns in the game. So when the gun shooting happens, it's exciting. And I'm never that excited to shoot, but in the game I'm just like, oh yeah, this is changing it up a little bit. It's cool that it's used as a side mechanic and not as the real full game. You know, and it's a Hong Kong cinema flick, man. You're just bashing fools in the walls, you're killing them with meat cleavers, it's the sickest. So, big into that game, man. You gotta play it. I think we'll go play it right after this.
Right.
You gotta check it out. It's totally awesome. I've been talking Ryan into trying to get it. I think he's
it's probably a lost cause.
He seems to be into it. He likes GTA. That's all. It's GTA in fucking China, dude. They pulled it off. Instead of having multiple people that you go to get missions from, it's kind of linear, but like there's so much stuff to do outside of it, like the main mission, like a lot, and a whole cop campaign also. So
nice.
All right, man. But we're here to talk about Skyrim because that's what the only thing that you have time for. Apparently.
Yep. I don't need any other game right now. Skyrim. That game.
Very content heavy, that game.
Yes, I just like how you can choose to fight with a one-handed weapon. You can cast magic with the other hand. You can choose that route. You can act as a ranger, use daggers and bows and arrows, light armor. You can be a heavy tank if you want. You can be a mage. You can do whatever you want in that game. It's just... It's awesome. The free roam that you have in that game, you can just go anywhere, wherever. It's just like, you want to climb this mountain? Let's just climb this mountain and see where it goes.
And you can get to the people any mountain.
Guess what? There's 5 caves along that road. All right, let's explore all of those.
And there's something different in every single one. And like all the flora and fauna, it's different everywhere. There's like certain plants, some places you can pick every single one.
I think there's even quests about that. They're like, this is only from this region of Skyrim, so it's obviously this guy's over here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, very, very, very good as far as giving you stuff to do, keeping you busy. Just, games are missing that nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty tired of 6 to 8 hour video games. Which, I mean, I know that's a long game nowadays.
It's an average game, yeah. But man, that's how long. Spec Ops is like 6 hours.
We grew up on 4-disc video games where you'd spend 100+ hours exploring, leveling up, and I just really miss all those qualities in games.
Yeah.
You know, delving you into this person, you know.
To the universe itself, you know.
Exactly.
Their culture and everything. Skyrim's just really amazing. I like all the races and stuff like that. I've been a big player of all the games since Morrowind. I had a friend Michael who out of nowhere was just like, you have to play this game. It's amazing, you know. And he showed me his collection. He had killed some dude in some house and turned his house into this library of every single legendary weapon in the game and every single weapon in the game, period. He collected every single one, and you could place them oh so perfectly, you know, everywhere. And it was like, I was like, wait a minute, so you just like unscriptedly like came in here and killed this guy and decided that it was going to be your home now? He's like, yeah, dude, there's his body right there, because the body's never disappeared in that game when they were in their houses or whatever. So I was like, okay, fucking great. But I started playing that game. That game was very, very beefy. Morrowind was awesome. I hope they fucking remake that game, or you revisit it or something like that, because like
great story.
How they describe it, even in Skyrim, they're like, it's inhabitable. You can't even fucking live there, and like it was alien. Like when you were playing it, like the whole entire place was just like, this is like a dark as fuck fantasy world. Like,
the race that lived there doesn't even live there.
Yeah,
they're just like, fuck this place.
Yeah, this place sucks.
We're gonna go over here and get chastised and hated on.
Yeah, because it's way better than living there.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. The lore is amazing. Everything's connected. Everything's like very thought out. And
please bring the dwarves back.
Yeah, no shit. Who doesn't want to play as a dwarf?
Seriously, I haven't explored very many Dwemer ruins yet. I'm kind of nervous to go deep into these things.
Yeah, you'll get lost over there.
And not only will you get lost, you'll die.
Yeah. And they're long. It's always the longest quests. It's just like, really, we're going more down. Like, when I have to, and then half the times you have to retrace your steps all the way back up. Sometimes there's an elevator. Yeah. Not every time.
But probably the thing I really enjoy most about this game is like the Daedric or Diedrich entities.
Oh, totally.
I mean, just the things that, you know, the characters that they are themselves is just awesome. It's like, there's that one Diedrich prince that's a woman, and she's like, she's the only one that's not wholeheartedly evil, because she hates undead and unliving and anything of that nature, and it's just super awesome. One's like, I accept sacrifices and blood must be spilled for me to be happy.
Yeah.
I picked up a book about one of these, I think it was Bolithian or one of those, something with a B, and she's just like, talks about how she was summoned by this group of mortals where they're like, we're here to praise you and pray to you, and she's like, well, what can you offer me? And he's like, our prayers, you know, our lives, whatever, and she just kills him. Makes him disappear, and she does like that's the whole group of people, and then she gets to the last two people, and she goes second to the last person who has not yet disappeared. What should you give me? He says, my sword, and shoves it into the guy next to him and kills him.
What?
And he's like, I give you this blood on this blade, and to serve you, and it's just like, super sick, super badass, and I haven't done the quest yet because there's just so many quests you can do. He's just like, hey, come see me if you want to find out if you know this gets your blood boiling. And
that's sick. And you just finished all the Companions Guild stuff, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Did you like all that stuff?
Yeah.
Did you like the werewolf stuff and everything? Not like being a werewolf, but like the story or whatever.
I mean, I like the story. The whole, they wanted to be stronger to protect each other.
Yeah.
And got suckered in by witches, and it was super awesome.
You're hunting down
these people that are like out
devout werewolf, the devout werewolf hunters,
vampires,
the Silver Fist or whatever.
Silverhand. Well, they hate everything that's
undead.
Well,
or
unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay.
Like they hate like necromancers, vampires, werewolves, whatever. But I love chasing them out. Basically, going through one of their dens and just slaughtering everyone and just coming out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I used the werewolf a lot when I was doing that quest. I was like, "Oh, you hate werewolves, huh? Well, check this out."
I never once transformed into my werewolf.
That's weird, man.
I don't.
It's
you kind of scared me into saying I may lose one of my companions because they may get scared and run off. And not just you, I've read it up online too, and they're just like, oh yeah, I just transformed, and all of a sudden I like go to get.
Yeah, Lydia, she I don't know what happened, but like I it was one of the times where one of the random transformations happened, and she just ran. You had no random
Not
transformations,
a
which I
single
found
one.
crazy. That's kind of awesome, but that's. I thought that was half the fun of being a werewolf, was just like, oh fuck,
Well, yeah.
you know, like it's. I don't know if it was like the cycles of the moon or what was how the random transformations happened, but.
I know, because it's funny how you explain those random transformations. I'll randomly fast travel somewhere, and there's a fucking dragon laying waste of people, and I'm just like,
Because they're
seriously transported right in the middle of a battle.
Yeah. Well,
And it's just
they're
like,
they're constantly
fuck.
attacking. You know, every
And
here and
it's
there.
like you go clear out one of the keeps, and another fucking dragon will come.
Yeah,
and take over that place, and you're just like.
But it's like you can show up in a city and like someone might just be dead because an attack happened while you weren't there.
Yep.
Yeah, which I really dug. You know,
Yep, I like how it's
could
not just based on you. Stuff is all happening on this world, whether you're involved in it or not.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
Totally awesome. Well,
Play it if you haven't, obviously.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
it's great, worth the buy. If it's still $50, totally worth it. The content's so heavy.
Yeah, you're not gonna find another game with this much
Yeah.
content. But okay, we're a little bit over time, but this worked out really well. We just showed Skyrim kind of just as just for this test alone. We talk about Skyrim a lot, so we knew it'd be easy. But all right, everybody, we'll be doing more episodes very soon. So keep in touch and check us out, optionalbosses.com. Thanks. Game on.